my brother.
What's going
Thanks
on?
for doing this,
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
This is so much fun. I've had so much fun interviewing you guys.
Sure.
And the reason why I'm doing this is to let everyone kind of know about us. And I think you guys are really good at what you do, and I want everybody to see. But I really like your story too. We kind of started about the exact same time. Maybe you may be a little bit earlier than me, but really close at the same time. And I've just watched you level up and level up and level up. So I want to let everyone know about you, but starting with some of the basics, just the fun stuff.
Sure.
What's your height, weight, and age?
5'9". I competed at 176s, but right now I'm about 180.
Oh man.
And then 30 years old.
I wish I was 30. Where are you from, JT?
I was born in Louisville, but I live in Fordham, Indiana.
Very cool. Did you go to school in Louisville? Or?
I did. I went through Jefferson County program, Shafter, EMS, and Bell High.
Okay. All right, now, I know that you've been doing this for a little while now, and you're competing as an amateur, but now, like lately, I guess, what, the last year or 6 months, you started to pull pro.
Right, yeah.
Man, tell me how that's going.
Yeah, so I was doing very good when I started in the amateur classes.
It didn't take you long to go to pro either. I remember, like right away, you started pulling pro.
Yeah,
amateurs.
I would do amateurs in my weight class and the next weight class above me, and I was doing very exceptionally well for being a new guy with these. So after winning my first couple tournaments, decided to just do the pro class. And of course, when I first got into pro, I got my butt handed to me, but it made me level up one more time, and so now I feel like I'm holding my own against some of the top guys.
I think you are, absolutely. Now, that last tournament we went to, we got proof. We got it on video how good you did. But what got you into arm wrestling?
Man, honestly, growing up, I remember coming home from school, you could turn on the TV, and you could see clips of it back in the day on TV. Like I remember seeing WAF and Devin Laird all over TV, so I kind of knew who they were, never thought much about it. But about 2 years ago, when we started all this, TikTok videos and everything was floating around like crazy.
Booming.
Started watching them again, and
That was like COVID time too.
right, yeah. So a lot of time on your phone.
Right.
And so at the gym, of course I did you, and I saw you were trying to create a group for arm wrestling, and I was like, man, because I love the gym, I was like, man, this is just another thing I can try out, and I like watching the videos, so I just came to practice one day, found out what it was about, and fell in love with it.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. I started watching videos, and I'm on the edge of my seat, and I didn't know anything about arm wrestling except for what we did in high school.
Sure.
And so I was like, dude, what do you think about doing some arm wrestling? And you're like, yeah, we're doing it at the firehouse. And we actually brought one of our first tables over here. And I've got a surprise for you on this table later. I'll like to tell you about it. But it was really cool of you. But it really got everybody to arm wrestling because I had just the one table, and we had, right off the rip, like 10 guys show up.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was going to happen, but it's, of course, snowballed and got much bigger to where we have a minimum of 3 tables going constantly.
Well, thank goodness, like people like Mike West and Brad Spine were coming in the beginning.
That's right.
Because we had no idea what we were doing.
None.
So thank goodness they were there to show us the ropes.
That's right. Mike and Brad. We had Austin Jaggers, Brandon Simpson, Doug Allen, Jonathan Quinn. A lot of these guys are Arnold winners. They won the Arnold or got second or got third, multiple times. And so they're coming in, showing us the ropes. I felt pretty freaking privileged.
Oh, for sure.
All right, my man, do you remember your first tournament match? I think I was with you. No, I wasn't. I wasn't with you.
So,
No, we were Gus's?
Yeah, Gus's was our first tournament as a group. My first opponent, I don't remember, but my highlight of Gus's tournament was facing Gabriel Young.
Yep.
So I knew who he was from videos.
Right.
I didn't know him in person, but I knew he kind of hung out with the group here and there. And I saw him at Gus's. He was hanging out with our group, and he was in my weight class.
Yep.
And
Beat him.
we had a battle for first and second place.
Yep.
I think it was left hand. And we went back and forth. He got me, I got him, slipping, not slipping. And For me being a nobody, coming in and taking first place against Gabriel Young, that was just a highlight of my
That was
my
a
night.
big highlight.
So I felt proud of that.
That was a fun tournament.
It was, yeah.
Lots of memories there. We took a lot of pictures. What do you want to accomplish with your arm wrestling? I mean, there's a lot of things like money or rank or just trophies or just having some fun.
Sure.
What
Yeah,
would you
I
like
mean,
to do?
so the money is always cool. You know,
it is.
you ain't gonna get rich from this sort of thing, but winning a little bit is nice, especially when you're traveling and getting all these expenses to get there.
So a lady off your back.
Yeah, getting some of it back is nice. Trophies are cool because it's a display thing.
They last forever.
Right. It's a talking piece, whatnot. But for me, like, I would love to be like a top 10 type of guy.
All right.
So that's my goal, is to get into the top 10 North America 176 pound class. I know it's going to take a while, but that's my goal.
We got the ball rolling though, don't we?
Yeah.
So what do we got going on March 9th?
March 9th, we are hosting a ranking for Indiana. Indiana doesn't have a ranking system
That's right.
yet.
No ranking
So
tournament here.
we're going to throw it on here.
That's right.
Hopefully with some of your help too.
Absolutely.
And just try to establish something. It ain't going to be nothing extravagant.
Well, it might be.
It could, it might.
You never know what could happen.
But we got to start somewhere. No one
Yep.
else is taking the initiative to do
That's
it.
right.
So
We'll do it.
We're doing it, and we're going to see what happens.
Indiana boys only, but
Yeah.
there's going to be an after pool. So everybody's welcome to come and enjoy the fun, and then afterwards we'll pool.
For sure.
So speaking of pooling, this is the fun stuff. If you had your setup, you're going to dominate on the table. What do you prefer, a top roll, a hook, or a press?
Right now, it's the hook for sure. I think at the beginning I was top rolling, and I was really trying to develop that. But it seems like anymore lately, the hook is where I'm comfortable, and it seems like that's where it always goes.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like the fingers are, when somebody gets in my fingers, but when the hook, I feel like you got a better shot of
Yeah,
winning.
if I can turn that in, that's where I'm comfortable. That's where I want to be.
All right, but I've seen you level up, and I've seen you change your positions. You've gone from a hook to a top roll, to a press, So, but you prefer the hook. Who's your favorite arm wrestler? Do you have one?
I don't follow the arm wrestling celebrities too much, just because I work so much and don't have a lot of time to watch a lot. But I'm definitely a fan of Devin Larratt.
Right.
I love his mentality. I love how he's just always on the go. He's always arm wrestling.
Always, every day.
He doesn't,
Everybody.
doesn't shy away from nobody. You'll meet a lot of guys who are good, but they don't want to pull anybody.
Right.
They always make an excuse for this
Ego
and that.
thing.
And
Yeah.
it's like Devin, he just wants to pull, and I respect that. And he's just got a great personality. I love his military background as well.
Yep.
So,
Special forces.
yeah. So he's a super cool guy. Super humble. I actually met him.
That's right.
Met him at Battleground.
Battleground.
And he's just super humble, super
I was
cool.
intimidated by him. I was like,
he's a big dude.
hey.
Yeah.
But just keep walking because I ain't going to give you nothing on the table. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
for sure.
All right. So, speaking of table time and stuff like that, how often do you train arm wrestling?
It seems like, we practice once a week, obviously. That's the only time I get practicing every Tuesday.
Okay.
But when I'm in the gym every day, and I'm doing arms every day. I probably shouldn't be, but I have to do something every single day, whether it's, pronating, rising, or just wrist curls. Something with the forearm, something with the wrist every single day. Then I mix it in with whatever my other workout is.
I think overtraining is overrated. I think most people don't overtrain.
Yeah.
And I think your body will tell you.
Yeah.
And then when you can't move it, then it's time to rest.
I like the philosophy of C.T. Fletcher, where
Absolutely.
he says F over your overtraining. No
I think it's an
excuses.
avenue, right,
Yeah.
for people to get out of something, All right, man. So April 27th, we have a tournament coming up called the Midwest Challenge.
Right.
Calver's Midwest Challenge here at OLPH. But we've got some super matches.
Oh yeah.
We got some super matches. I've got one with Dwayne Abernathy and best of 5. What do you think right here? 198.
So-
do you know Dwayne at all?
I think I remember seeing him in a tournament. I've never pulled with him.
He's been at this tournament last year.
Yeah. I didn't study him or anything, but I know how you pull, and I know you're crazy strong. And
Yeah.
especially when you get into that hook, because you're very intense, and I know you're strong. So
Yeah.
my favor is with you, obviously.
There you
So
All right, thanks. So Lincoln's got one with Thacker coming up, lefty, best
There
of
you
five.
go.
Yeah, we think you pulled both of those guys.
I have, yes. I think Lincoln's probably going to get it just based off of his experience.
Got a lot.
He's got a lot of experience, and he has so many different techniques. You never know what Lincoln's going to do. He's got this one move called fly fishing.
That's a great
And
move.
I hate it when he does it because there's nothing I can do about it. And I feel like he's going to throw that at Larry and it's going for him. So,
I agree.
but Larry is super strong. I don't want to take anything away from Larry.
Yeah.
It's just I think Lincoln got the speed. He's got more technique, so he's
I think Larry asked for the match, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
So I mean, but I think Larry's got a fair shot at getting it too. I mean, we're just
Oh,
doing
absolutely.
prediction.
Well, he's coming back from an arm break, so
Oh, yeah.
he's recovering mentally, about pulling it.
Oh,
with
my
the
God,
arm,
right.
So he's got that battle in the back
Yep.
of his mind.
Get that pendulum swinging his way. Plus, I love being the underdog. I love people saying, no, you can't do something. I'm like, oh yeah, give me that shot now. I want it bad. All right, my man. Well, I got some fun questions. I mean, really important questions. So, when did you start growing that mustache?
So I started growing this probably 2 years before I became a sergeant. I'm a
2
firefighter.
years old, mustache?
Yeah, it's close to it at least.
Well, what do you brush in the morning? Your mustache first or the teeth?
Definitely the mustache.
Mustache gets
Gotta make
first.
sure the head is straight.
All right. Ainsley says she doesn't like it. I mean, how does that make you feel?
She doesn't like me.
The mustache.
The mustache, how does that make me feel?
How does it make you feel inside?
Yeah, it makes me want to keep it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my man. You know those were some fun jokes.
Yeah,
I was just kidding.
absolutely,
Hey,
yeah.
thanks for taking the time. Let's go arm wrestle some.
Let's do it, man. Yeah.